We're made to believe that we're invincible, but it's not until you're faced with really difficult times and you realise that life is precious.
Adult male trauma.
He's got a partial degloving of both hands.
St George's, ETA 10 minutes.
He's got head on into a bus.
Almost totally amputated.
I'm not joking.
You're always so busy.
Well, they're open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
St George's, London.
Welcome to the madhouse.
One of Britain's busiest A&E departments.
Right, CT are ready.
We need 2 units of O&Egg now.
OK, this is really time critical. It's our job to look after you and worry about you. That we're going to find out what's going on with you, OK?
Thank you.
A place where life...
Success.
Love...
She's all right. She's all right.
And loss unfold every single day.
Love you.
Filmed across one 24-hour period, these are the stories of a nation and its health service.
Very beautiful man.
I'll never fully understand how people manage to get through one of the worst things they've ever had to deal with in their life.
God, I can't believe this has happened. So brave, isn't it?
You see people from every single walk of life, and it makes you realise the common threads of humanity far outweigh any differences.
It was the day I will never forget in my life. I've learned so much from that day. You wake up and you're about to go to work, just your usual routine, and you don't realize that within a couple of hours, your life will change, your life of your loved ones will change. You're never prepared for this.
George's resource. 38, female. Thank you. Bye.
Adult priority call, ETA 10 minutes.
What is it, Chris?
Query sepsis.
How young are they?
38.
A woman recovering from recent major abdominal surgery is being rushed to St George's.
What are the obs?
Respirator 40, SATs 100%, pulse 70 regular, BP 101/70, temp 37.4.
There are always cases where you really have to switch on and be at the top of your game.
Recent abdominal surgery.
She's probably in pain, isn't she?
Yeah.
Whenever a patient has recently had an operation, there's a higher risk of developing an infection. Sepsis, broadly speaking, is when an infection has spread throughout the body, and there's a massive risk that that patient could go into organ failure and die from it.
The woman's sister was with her when she began to feel unwell.
I was at home looking after Idigel, but she was unwell. She had very bad stomach pain. Got to a point where she started vomiting and she became really pale. And then she started having breathing problems. And I think at that point, I thought that I have to take her to the hospital. The paramedics came, they looked at her situation and they were very worried. I was scared.
So she's had a recent abdominal surgery. So she was discharged from here 2 days ago. She's had abdominal pain and lower back pain and a green discharge from her wound.
OK, can I have a look at this?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like she's quite unwell.
She's clammy.
She went to ITU and she had a small collection between small bowel loops.
Hello. How are you? I'm Christine, I'm one of the nurses. I'm going to pop some monitoring on you, OK?
She's been through a lot, hasn't she?
has.
That's really sad.
That is
What's
sad.
her name?
Idigel. She's from Tajikistan.
Hello, dear. My name's Ahmed. I'm one of the doctors. I know you're probably fed up with this place now, aren't you? Yeah, I just read your discharge letter. What's the reason you called the ambulance today?
Wednesday night, I was discharged from the hospital.
Yes.
This night, there's some pain start here.
In your tummy, upper tummy? Yeah. Do you feel more short of breath than usual?
Difficult to me to breathe.
Yeah.
My lips are dry.
Yeah. There are two main things that we're concerned about, OK? Number one is whether you've got an infection in your tummy. So I'm going to be giving you some very strong antibiotics to cover that. The other thing is you could have developed a clot in the blood supply to your lungs. So we're going to do a scan for you to find out definitely what's going on with you, OK? I'll come back and examine you in a moment. I'll come back.
We're going to give you
Of course I worry. It's our job to look after you and worry about you, OK?
Yes, and I'm in the hospital, I'm okay.
Oh, bless you, OK?
You see what's coming in.
Yeah.
And your sister's outside, is she? Yeah, we'll go. I'll get her in a minute, OK?
She's more than my sister. She's my friend. She's everything. I feel like she's part of me. I was just sitting and praying and also hoping that this could just be a dream, you know. This could just be a nightmare, and this will be over.
Do you want to come through? Yeah, come see her. So we're just giving her some antibiotics and bits, and then the doctor's going to come back and see her. So just come and sit with her, keep her company.
38-year-old Idigel has suspected sepsis after having a bowel operation 2 weeks ago.
Are you her sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Ahmed, I'm one of the doctors, OK? Just come have a listen to your chest, OK? Slow, deep breath. I know it's sore when you breathe in, but as best as you can. Through your mouth. Where is it catching you? OK. Is it sore on this side as well? Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's something inside. I'm like sharp pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Your wound here just looks a little bit red as well. Sorry to explain. Here. Is that more red and sore than usual? This?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll organise a scan. I'll keep coming in and explaining things as I get all the results, OK? Yeah. Can I take this off and I just see what your oxygen levels come down to?
Thanks, doctor.
Right. Have you got any questions? No? Give me a shout if you need anything, OK?
Thank you.
So I've got some anti-sickness for you, an antibiotic, and some fluids, OK?
Like in the 5-star hotel.
5 yeah, definitely. Got to be 5 stars
All
for you.
inclusive, yeah?
All inclusive, yeah. Get fed, watered, washed, looked after.
We are originally from Tajikistan, one of the ex-Soviet Union countries. We grew up in Khorog, which is a small town where pretty much every single person knows each other and they're all related to each other.
I'm just going to give you some painkiller now, OK?
We're 4 sisters and 1 brother. I was very close with Idigel. We slept in the same room. We shared clothes. We would do our homework together. Idigel, being a bit older, would always try and help.
My English is not good.
Your English is perfect. I'm back in a second.
We would always stick together and we would always hold each other's hands. Between me, my brother and my older sister, we would play games where the older sister would turn into a horse and we would jump on them and then we would be the horse riders. And Idigel used to be always my horse. She had very long hair and my mom would braid the hair into 2 and then I would always like turn her into a horse and then ride on her.
I thought it's a drone.
I'm going to do a chest x-ray.
Yeah. Then after the collapse of the Soviet Union, life completely changed. The whole system of Tajikistan became an independent country, a country on its own.
OK? That's it. Just relax these shoulders down.
A civil war broke and it affected us significantly.
X-ray bed 7. OK, so try and take a big breath in. Hold your breath. Keep holding. OK, relax.
You wake up in the morning, all of a sudden you can't find food in the shop. The money my parents had, it didn't have any value anymore. We went to school, the schools were really cold with no electricity, no heating. We didn't even have electricity at home.
We ask all patients who come into hospital to sign a disclaimer form. Just means you look after your property while you're here. We can't take responsibility for your property.
She has $10,000 in her pocket. So
Does she?
No,
I was going to say, take that home with you. No. I was like, $10,000? What have you been doing?
No,
I need a new job.
The most expensive I had on this.
Mine's probably my bra. The rest you can have. That cost me the most.
We would sit all under the round table in the kitchen and share stories with my parents. And we would always eat a lot of sunflower seeds.
CT ready for whenever.
Okay, see you in a bit. CT.
Even though it was a difficult time, as a family, we were very close, and it really brought us all together.
I like her. She's sweet.
Oh, she's very sweet.
I feel sorry for her.
She said sorry to me for not speaking good enough English, and I told her, don't be so silly.
Her English is, like, pretty good.
I think it's really difficult not to sympathise with any patient that's been through quite a significant ordeal.
Can you just handle me when they're here?
Of course.
It will inevitably make you reflect on your own life. I'm originally from Iraq, but we came here when I was 2 years old.
If he comes back and says that I'm fine, then I'll leave.
Listen, mate,
concerned about.
this lady's very busy, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And she's very dear to me. Don't upset her. We'll see you, I'll have a chat with you, and then we'll get you home. Otherwise, sit there. We've got other things to do. Sorry?
I can smell your aftershave.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's so nice. What aftershave is that?
It's an Arabic one.
It smells incredible.
It was the end of the 1991 Gulf War.
Just stay and chill out, man.
We'll waste your time.
You're wasting our time at the moment, so sit there and then you're not wasting our time.
Our parents did an absolutely amazing job of shielding us from, you know, the emotional turmoil that they must have been going through, you know, to see your country, your community, everything that you've known be completely shattered and ruined. Must have been really, really difficult. I'm sure people in the United Kingdom can relate to incidents that have happened here. This was happening on a daily basis in Iraq. And my parents gave up everything that they had to move here for our education and our future.
And thank you so much, and say thank you to Jimmy as well.
Our parents were absolutely amazing in terms of their work ethic that they instilled in us.
Honestly speaking, you can't do this.
What?
Like, see so many people, and you're overworking yourself.
If I didn't see all of these ones, who's gonna see them?
Like, how much pressure are you gonna put on yourself, right?
From a young age, my parents have always pushed us to do the best that we can and be challenged. And that's why I love working in the resus environment.
I'm expecting a ruptured AAA any minute now, so I may have to run. Sorry. Cheers, bye.
The atmosphere can change within seconds.
The vascular's still here?
Yeah, they are.
Excellent.
Your lady is here.
AAA transfer from Croydon.
A ruptured aorta.
But AAA is an abdominal aortic aneurysm. Only about 30% of patients with a ruptured aneurysm would even make it to hospital alive.
Oh, hi. We just had a transfer from Croydon for a ruptured AAA with a lot of retroperitoneal blood.
Your aorta is the main pipe that comes from your heart that supplies the vast majority of your body. And an aneurysm is where that pipe has become more like a balloon, and as a result, is very high risk of rupturing.
Chris, have they got access, this
Here?
lady?
Yes.
Is she on a trauma mattress?
No, do you want her on?
Yes, please.
She will be.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye. Right, guys. Let's go. Monitoring. Ready, steady, slide.
Well done, Patricia.
Keep flat. Cool. We know the handover. No disrespect to you guys.
Sorry, Pat. I'm Christine. I'm one of the nurses.
And how much fluid?
I used to think I never get stressed at work. But as a consultant, having those patients' lives in your hands just adds that whole different level of responsibility.
No worries. Have you got blood with you?
I'm Making those time-critical, potentially life-threatening decisions can be one of the most difficult aspects.
Thank you so much. I don't mean to be rude, because we just need to do the scan and go. Cool, 1 blood pressure, run.
Yep. It's all right. OK, just relax, love.
Oh. It's a flying thing. Did you see it? Already been bitten twice.
I have to get in a bite. I got a bite.
I'll put some alcohol gel on it.
Oh, that bite's really itching me. Got one there and one here.
What were you bit by? A snake?
Can I put my foot up, please?
Of course you can, darling. Of course you can. Anything for you today.
52-year-old Winnie has come to St George's with her husband Richard.
There you go, I've put a nice cushion there for you as well.
Oh, aren't you a good husband?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. And this little piggy, well, I don't know what happened to this little piggy. It's got no nail.
When people don't know about our relationship, they judge.
There you go.
But the fact is, I'm not you and you're not me. Every relationship has a story.
Did you wash these feet?
Yeah. Baby, you're terrible.
I was originally born in Ipoh, a town in Malaysia.
Is your back hurting? Do you want to put this behind your back?
I feel like a 70-year-old woman.
From the culture I come from, if you're after 30 and you're not married, is a no-no. So I've had the pressure from my family.
Hello, good afternoon. Can I book an emergency afternoon for Henry to be with Donna this afternoon, please?
So I married my first husband. I was 35.
I've just ended up in A&E, so he needs to be picked up.
Then the Lord blessed me with Henry at the age of 42. I remember asking myself, will I be too old? Obviously, his friends' parents will be much younger than I am. And I've decided to say, you know what? If I'm being blessed with a child, I may as well receive it with both hands.
I'm gonna go and get some muffin.
And what about if you're gone when I get back?
Then you say, "Way!"
And then I'll panic.
Then you say, another one dusts the bus.
Another one bites the dust.
I've been married for about 10 years. Unfortunately, I found out that my ex-husband was committing adultery.
Bless Henry yesterday in the GP. He said, no, Mummy, you wait. You don't open my door, I'll come and open your door.
On the car.
When you go through that moment, I think you were shocked. You're numb. You blame yourself a lot.
Mummy, lean over my shoulder for support.
Oh, bless him.
I know.
He's caring, isn't he? He's a very caring boy.
And we went our separate ways, and he hasn't really tried since then. There is no Christmas cards or birthday cards for Henry.
One muffin.
I was prepared to be a single mother, and then Richard came along and changed everything.
Hello. You had a CT scan before, ever?
Yeah, I had it last week, I think.
Last week you had one.
Yeah.
Idigel is at risk of major organ failure. She needs a CT scan to see if her infection has spread.
Idigel was always considered the most beautiful in our family, and everyone admired her, and she's very bubbly. In Tajikistan, you leave your parents' nest when you get married. Idigel was 26 when she got married to someone who she loved. But then things changed.
Breathe in and hold your breath.
From being very bubbly, she went to someone who was suffering quietly. The marriage, it wasn't a happy time for her at all.
Starting that injection.
It did affect her a lot psychologically. She spent some days going back to my parents, not wanting to go back to her husband, and then he would come and convince her, and then things would be the same. And then one day when she came home, my parents just said, that's it, you're not gonna go back.
All done.
She was definitely super brave to leave her husband in a society where divorce is pretty much considered as a taboo. Morog is a very small town, so people would just hear in the street, oh, I heard you got divorced. I think that's when she realized that she just can't be there anymore. She needs to be somewhere where basically no one knows her. And that's when she then decided to go to China to start the new life.
Excuse me, Dr. Hamad. She just came from scanning. She's shivering. I don't know what's wrong.
I'm just going to check your blood pressure again, OK? Let's pop all this back on for you.
You all right?
She just felt really shivery.
Okay.
Do you mind checking her temperature?
I will do.
Thank you. Yeah, it could be the contrast as well.
She's had something like this before the operation as well.
And I'll chase up your scan results.
Hello, A&E, can I help? Hang on just a second.
I just can't.
Why?
Because I don't know what she just said.
Lucy, there's a phone call for you. I'm just going to put it through.
For me?
A&E.
OK, I'll put you through to another number, OK?
Winnie?
Winnie is in A&E after being bitten on the ankle whilst at home.
Lovely, thank you.
Lovely to meet you guys. Right, who do you live with at home?
My husband.
Never like to assume. Bless you. Right, let's have a little looky. It's quite angry, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, the nurse yesterday in the GP said that, you know, obviously I'm allergic to something.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some blood. We're going to pop a little cannula in.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you some antibiotics.
After this divorce, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to be lonely. Going through life at 40 on my own, for me, is bring it on. Because I've got this young, innocent child, you know, to bring up.
The only consolation is you've got no wrinkles on the foot.
I was going to say, you don't have any wrinkles on the other foot. Dear me. Right, bear with me.
Thank you.
I didn't go out to look for another husband.
Don't worry, darling, you'll be okay. I love you.
When I first met Richard, I was 48. He was 20. You ready for it? 24, 25.
What are your veins like? Good?
Run. When you see the needles, run.
I was doing sales and my boss had asked me to see a customer that was spending a lot of money with our competitor. I think everybody does it. Before you meet somebody, you already paint the picture in your head.
Oh, you're right. Your veins are rubbish.
Winnie's not a conventional young person's name. So the picture I had was an old lady, sort of grey hair, coming up, you know, the corner of her cupboard.
This is going to be a one-time, get it in.
I couldn't have been any further from the truth. Winnie came through to the meeting, stunning. So the polar opposite to what I was expecting. I'd got a suit that was too big for me, bleached hair, spiky.
I thought he just left school. He looks so young.
Right. Here we go. We're at a very, very delicate moment. Bear with.
I continued to go and demonstrate products to her, and she would always humour me and run rings around me.
I did give him a hard time, being a supplier and being new and being fresh.
Blooming well forgotten something as well. Open this door for me. Can you grab me? I've forgotten. You know the bit that takes the blood?
We would be emailing late at night to sort queries out, and I was just attracted to her passion, her looks, just everything.
It should be shooting down.
I think I've got to lie down.
Yeah.
Let's have that. I'll never forget the one day I said to Winnie, would you like to go out for a lunch? We went to a Carluccio's in Horsfield, and in the far corner there was a booth, just 2 seats and a mirror.
Right.
Round 2, let's go again.
Round 2.
I sat there in front of Winnie and I was so nervous. I don't know why, but the first question I said to her was, so are you married? And she looked at me, she paused for literally what felt like a lifetime. And she replied, no. And it was at that moment then, that was the turning point. Can I get you anything?
Amputate my foot.
Obviously, the early days, I have doubts myself. You come across older men with younger women. It's still acceptable. But for an older woman to go for a younger man, it's a lot of questions. I said, I just don't think this is viable. I just don't think this will work.
Dr. Ahmed's AAA patient, Pat, is at risk of severe internal bleeding.
Blood pressure 79 now.
Yeah.
Just get it in and out. Quick time.
She is beginning a CT scan in preparation for urgent surgery.
What's going on? She's gone tachyed 158, 208. Have I got time? No. Okay.
Whenever an aneurysm bursts, the blood coming through that major blood vessel doesn't go to the rest of the body. It falls into your abdomen.
Yep.
You okay?
No. I'm in pain.
You're pain in your abdomen.
It's okay, love. We're going to get you some pain relief, okay? You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. We're going to get you some pain relief, okay? What's choking you? The oxygen. It's all right. Okay, just relax, love. Let's get her some morphine. Chris, can we get morphine out for bed 5? Pain is severe. Okay, love.
Pain's moved up here.
It's moving, is it? Okay, we're getting you pain relief now. Small scratch, darling. Well done. Ahmed, should we repeat bloods? We have copies of everything.
Repeat everything.
Repeat everything?
Yes.
That's the morphine.
Thank you. Let's give her a bit 5 to start. Oh, well.
No. Give her one at a time.
She's going to rest. She's going to rest. She's leaking. We're going to have to get her to theatre.
We're cross-match 6 units then.
Yeah.
Losing blood out of your body's plumbing system means that you're not providing the oxygen and nutrients for all your organs to function.
Let's ring blood transfusion and just ask for our 2 emergency units.
Hi, it's Chris in Resus. I need 2 units of O negative for a patient who's coming in with a ruptured AAA.
And if there's no blood in your circulating system, then your heart stops beating.
You okay, dear? Are you okay?
No.
No, okay. I'm going to run to blood bank myself. She needs blood now.
Done.
Yeah. Oh.
Get the blood pressure first before we give morphine, guys.
She crashes without the blood pressure. She crashes.
You have to be very adaptable because you could have a very complicated code red trauma patient that is very focused on that medical perspective, and then on another patient you've got sort of more of that emotional aspect.
I'm just going to give you a little bit more fluid. It might be the contrast that's made you feel a bit weird. But Ahmed, can I get you when you've got a sec?
But it can be really difficult to jump from one to another.
How's your pain now?
Better.
A lot better. Do you still feel a bit short of breath?
No.
No? I've never met anybody from Tajikistan before.
No, you have.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak. Unfortunately, we're not fasting this year.
I'm not here to judge you.
When people say Ramadan, I feel guilty.
No, I know a lot of my family and friends, they can't fast for lots of reasons.
Yeah.
So, and you definitely can't.
thirsty?
Yes, I am, yeah. I'm quite thirsty, but it's good because time goes quite quickly while working.
because here you're so busy. So
Yeah, so it's good.
I genuinely believe that medicine transcends just purely the sort of physical aspect of looking after a patient. That relation really improves their well-being, and that's our responsibility.
You look a lot better anyway,
Yeah.
which is good.
This is her first smile since she was discharged from the hospital. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Take care, yeah.
The medical team are awaiting the formal report of Idigel's CT scan.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I'm going to dress that wound now, OK? Just going to lay you flat, all right? Yes.
Idigel was in China for 5 years. She worked in a nursery, just teaching them basic English.
Do you remember me?
I do remember you. You were in bed 7.
It was 2 weeks ago, and I'm back again.
Oh, my God.
She had her freedom. She had a society where no one knows her and no one will ask her or no one will judge her by her past life.
They look disgusting.
Pretty grim, hey?
She did have difficulties there as well. She started having unusual stomach pains. She would go and see doctors in China. They wouldn't know exactly what was causing the pain. They didn't seem to find anything.
To treat it well, when this is all done, lots of bio oil and massages.
I lived in China for 4 years.
Did you?
The best thing there is the massage.
Yeah? Oh, I'm jealous.
But the food was disgusting. And once they invited me to the wedding, they bring a soup. I just tried to, I did like this, that is a white frog.
Frog?
Frog. Oh. They said it was delicious. I said no.
Yeah, no, not so much.
They would put in the mouth.
I came to the UK in 2007, and recently Idigel came to visit us.
I can't believe they did all this in the last 2 weeks.
And one day I found Idigel very unwell, lying on the couch. So the ambulance came and we went to the A&E. The nurses and the doctor started running around. They explained to us that she had bowel perforation. Basically meant that her bowels burst. And they said she needs a surgery.
Is it normal for a wound like this to heal at a very slow pace? This is week 3.
It's a very sensitive area, and because she's got an infection underneath already, the healing process will be even slower.
After the surgery, the doctor said she's doing so well. It's all over now.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
But then the nurse brought her report and then put it on the shelf. I just glimpsed through it, and all I could see is tumor, 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 tumor.
I'm going to have a look at your scan myself, but we'll wait for the formal report anyway with the radiologist, OK?
The doctors came. And they said, they think it could be cancer. I was like, it can't be cancer.
And have you been told exactly what's going on?
They said, maybe it's a cancer.
Yeah. Have you been given that diagnosis, or are they waiting for the biopsy results?
The result I will get later.
Yeah.
So that's the...
We'll get you home.
I hope so. I hope that there's no cancer, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
There's something really good about this. I feel like a doctor. Hello, madam.
No.
I'm here to see you about your swollen foot.
No.
The medical team are concerned Winnie's infection may have spread to the rest of her body.
You can definitely see the nail varnishes. Taking a bit of a battering.
Yeah.
I still remember we were texting each other. It was something like, well, do we want to commit or don't we want to commit? It's just kind of like, we're not teenagers. I said, I'm just going to jump in with both feet and hope that I'll land safely on the ground.
Hi. I'm going to take some blood.
You must be Rachel.
I must be.
I know there were people that were having bets in the company as to how long we would last.
Right, OK. Think happy thoughts.
When Richard came into our life, we did mention to my son that Richard and I would like to get married, so that we'll be a family. And Henry wasn't too sure. So Richard and I decided that we'll hold back until Henry's ready.
Nobody say a word.
Lift off.
Right, let's go get you written up for some antibiotics. Now, it is going to be a case that you are going to need to come back in for further doses every day for the next 2-3 days or so.
Oh, how can we do that over the weekend?
I don't know, I think you're going to have to stay in London and I'm going to have to take Henry racing.
Racing?
Our son, who races go-karts in...
How exciting!
I know.
A year later, it was Henry who came to us one evening and said, Mummy, I think maybe you want to get married now? So as soon as he gave us the green light, bang, 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 we got married.
So he's 9?
9 years
So
old.
when did he start getting into it?
A year ago.
A year.
Good.
When we married, I remember we were at the meal after with all our friends and family, and Henry walked up to me and he said, Daddy, can we go home now? And that was the first time he called me Daddy. And I just, it brought tears to my eyes.
Surgical marker to
Sharpie.
draw around your foot. So I reckon
I think about that.
probably about here, aren't we? Sorry.
Biological, it really doesn't mean anything to me.
This is a surgical marker that's supposed to write on people.
I'm his father now, you know, and I love him dearly. There we go, look at that. Were you happy with purple? Or would you prefer a green light?
Purple was the only
That's like
option
Hannah colour.
that you had. But I mean, it looks great.
The funny thing is when people don't know, they actually think that Henry is Richard's anyway, and they say, oh, doesn't Henry look like you? I say, I don't know where and how.
Right, go home.
All good?
All good.
Amazing.
Oh, brilliant. Thank
Go
you.
home. And you got your appointment for tomorrow, yeah?
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
I think we're in a society where people are very quick to judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
You should never judge a book by its cover, and I certainly don't think we should judge people by a number. Winnie is the most important thing in the world to me. Well, that was a great day out.
There are risks with it, but the risk of not doing it means a lot greater.
I think we just keep an eye on the blood pressure, anything but 65.
Vascular surgeons have arrived to prepare Pat, the AAA patient, for life-saving surgery.
So we need to get on and do this for you as soon as possible.
Yeah, like now.
Yes. There'll be a lot of people running around. They're all there for you, all right?
Thank you.
And we'll sort you out.
Okay.
I've heard on the grapevine theatres busy at the moment?
No, we've just stopped the case that was about to start.
Awesome, thank you. She's been from 150 to 70 in the last hour. Give her another 20 minutes and she's going to go. And she was throwing lots of ectopics. Yeah, she's very close to arresting. Yeah.
We've got everything set up upstairs. You have everything set up. Grant, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's use the transfer monitor.
Perfect. There's a transducer up there. Take it with you. It's primed. Okay. We're going to take you upstairs. We'll take good care of you.
Patients who have a ruptured aneurysm are much more likely to die than to survive.
Let's go. Where's your crash bag? Yeah. Yous are all going together. Are you happy? Louis there. Lovely.
Very often in medicine, we can't cure patients, and that's incredibly upsetting. It just sometimes feels, particularly as a doctor, sometimes feels really unfair.
That was a sweat and a half, eh?
Poor lady.
It's really difficult to deal with, I think, because, you know, you always want to do the best that you can for a patient.
Hi, good evening. Have you had a chance to have a look at the scan for the intra-abdominal infection? Okay. Cool, I'll let them know. Cheers, mate, bye. Hello. The scan results, there's no blood clot in your lungs.
Oh.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there is a problem with your tummy. There's a small area where the small part of your bowel is blocked off. So we put a small tube into your nose, into your stomach, to relieve some of that and get it back up, okay?
The pain is here because of this, yes?
Yes. So when we put that tube in, hopefully you get a lot of relief, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idigel will be taken to surgery in an attempt to remove the blockage in her bowel.
Thank you very much, doctor.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a lovely Eid.
Thank you, you too. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, yeah?
Nice to meet you.
Take care, all right? All the best.
Bye.
My wife always says that your job is a blessing to be able to help people, and even the smallest things can make a big difference. I think when you're only with that patient for a relatively short period of time in their long hospital journey, and sometimes a journey can be so dark and horrible, I think we've got to do our best to try and look at the positive aspects to help that individual in any way that we can.
I knew afterwards how serious it had been, but had no idea at the time. It made me realise that if there's things you want to do, then you better get on and do them. It was just so incredible the way I was saved. Someone was looking out for me that day.
I said to Idigel, whatever they tell us, it will be fine. You know, it's 21st century, you could be completely fine. So we arrived, we were so nervous, and as soon as we got there, they said, unfortunately, it is cancer. And it's stage 4.
I cannot say it's unfair, but sometimes I'm just thinking why it's happened to me. Why me? Some days it's okay, some days you just want to keep yourself in the bed, you doesn't want to see anyone. It's really hard. It's really, really hard because you don't know what's gonna happen next. You will start thinking about your life. I hope by the next year I can go back home. Go back to home to Tajikistan. I know I can fight it. I will be the winner. I can live longer.